Hello. This instruction is on the assembly of the rollator. A rollator is a four-wheeled walking device with brakes. Brakes are the key here. Out of the box, you have the frame with seat and basket. You have two sets of rear wheels with brakes, two sets of front wheel with without brakes, 6 triangular shaped hand screws, the backrest, and of course the actual owner's manual with instructions for assembly on the inside. To assemble this, what we need to do is a couple of things. To identify the brakes, they may be attached partially to the frame of the rollator, but not necessarily. And the way that you can tell which side is which is that on the brakes, they have ergonomic handles. So when you grab a hold of this brake, there's a little flange. That flange is going to be pointing away from the part of the body, that side that's being used. So in this case, when you grab a hold of it, your thumb fits nicely on this flange, so we know that this is the right side brake. We know that this is the left side brake. And to see the difference, again, we have these flanges. From the rollator's perspective, the seat always pivots towards the front. Front is going to be solid, back is going to be where the opening is when you lift the seat. The back is also where the brakes go. Now to assemble, we're going to assemble the back rear brakes first. And again, we know that there's a left and a right side ergonomic, so we need to make sure that we have the right side brake. The brakes simply slide in to the leg tube. Find the right hole and size. Right now we're going to use just the first hole in the system, or on the leg. Line up the holes. Simply twist the triangular shaped hand screw into place. We will do the same on the left side. When we put the wheels in, the brake blade, that's the actual portion that touches the wheel, that's going to be on the outboard. Slide it in. Turn the hand screw until it's secure. Flip it on the other side and do the exact same thing with the front legs. We'll put it in. Put the screw in. Turn it till it's secure. Screw in, line up the hole, put the hand screw in, make it secure. At this point, we have a rollator that's half assembled. Next, we're going to put the arms on. The arms are going to point back. And for now, we can put both arms in the hole. I'm going to choose just one of the holes for the assembly part, and it's just like the leg. You line the hole up, you turn the screw. Line the hole up. and tighten it. Next comes the backrest, and it simply slips into the two ports. There's a spring button on each side. Push it in, slide it down, and you'll hear it click when it finds its purchase holes. And at this point, the rollator is assembled. There may be some detail adjustment needed to adjust for height, but that height is adjusted by measurements of ground to the back of the knee, ground to the crease of the wrist. Back of the knee is going to give you height adjustments for the seat. Ground to the crease of the wrist is going to give you height adjustments for the hand grips. Now, with this type of walking device, the brakes are one of the major components that we need to pay attention to. As we're looking at the cable for the brake, there's a small plastic ring on it. You simply attach it to the body somewhere below the seat rail, and the purpose is to keep the cables out of your way, keep them nice and neat up against the sides. And when you're rolling, check the brakes. You squeeze to actuate, you push down for a parking brake. And the way that we need to work and explain this is, think of it as while you're, let's say you've got the patient or the person who's using the rollator, they're using it for, say, a morning walk, going to the mall. The idea is that this provides them a walking platform, so they've got stability, they've got the ability to adjust it so it's a very, very comfortable fit. Plus, if they get tired, they can simply lock the brakes in place, turn around and sit down. So it provides a seated rest as well. They can recover from the exercise, the walk. Say they're going to the store with family members and they're going to wait on the outside of the store. This provides them a place to both be mobile and, when they become fatigued, again, simply lock the brakes. Again, push down to lock. That stops the brakes, and they can sit on the same device. Very, very convenient. Height adjustability is built into the holes on the side of each leg for the seat height adjustability. Arm height adjustability, there are built-in holes exactly the same style. And on the base of the handles, we can see here that there are not only 4 height adjustment holes, there's also a groove. This groove is going to be for the taller end. And what you do is you put the triangular shaped hand screw in and get it started. Don't tighten it. Now, when you put the handle in, it's only going to go down so far, and it gives you an adjustment slide versus having to put into a hole. And you simply, when it comes to the right height, you tighten it, check it for stability, and that's all there is to it. So we have the rollator. We have height adjustability built into the legs for the seat. We have height adjustability built into the arms for that comfortable fit. And we have a weight capacity of 250 pounds. So it fits a great number of people's use. It's flexible for height adjustments, and it's very, very convenient for someone to both assemble and to use. It's also extremely light. Like we said, it weighs 10.6 pounds, which is approximately the same as a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk. Also, the basket that comes with this can be removed. and used as a satchel. It zips, it has outside storage pouches, and it has a shoulder strap. There is another strap that is included. This strap is connected to the folding mechanism. The folding mechanism is the device, or the portion of the device, that connects the front legs to the back legs. This device, this strap, is designed so that instead of having to reach down inside, you simply lift the seat, and as you pick this up, the rollator collapses. Now there's no lock to hold it in place, but when you're putting this into a trunk of a car, it makes it very, very convenient to simply, again, reach for that strap, and it folds up. And at 10.6 pounds, the vast, vast majority of people can pick this up and put it wherever they want. Again, we have a removable basket. It simply snaps on when you want to attach it. Snap on 4 sides. And 2 snaps on the bottom. And it's complete. Lightweight, highly mobile. The front end swivels, the rear locks. You squeeze the brakes to apply the brakes. Like a bicycle, you push down until you hear the lock to lock them into place, so they're a parking brake. Always lock the brakes before you turn around to sit down. Comfortable seat, padded backrest. This is the Rollator. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the support desk. Thanks.